A very good afternoon to you all. I hope you're doing fantastic. I'm going to show you all how I get actual people to reply to me, whether they're clients or candidates on LinkedIn. Now, the reason this works so effectively, and it is actually pretty much mind blowing as to how effective it is. If you're a recruiter or you've been a recruiter, chances are you've messaged people something like, "Hi, are you interested in a new role? I've got a fantastic opportunity nearby to you. I'd love to have a chat with you." That's the standard message. Now, if you actually look back and why I'm so effective in what I do as a recruiter on the business development side and also on the candidate side, it's simply because I'm different. If you look at the clients, the number one complaint is recruiters don't communicate and they underdeliver what they say they are gonna do. Yeah. If you look at the candidate side, they say, look, people don't read my profile. People just spam messages. So even if you're copy and pasting and you actually think, oh great, this person looks fantastic, I've just seen them now. I don't know, let's just take this person for example, self-esteem coach. I'm gonna connect with her just for the laugh. I'll have a chat with her. So if you connect with this person and you say, "Oh, I've got a fantastic opportunity for a self-esteem coach," what would you look at? Um, in sort of, would you get a reply, or they've read the message and you're like, "Oh, like they haven't come back to me." Um, there's always something that goes wrong, or you don't get a reply. Yeah, it used to leave me thinking they're not looking for a job. Actually, what they feel like is you haven't read their profile, you've just copy and pasted that. Everyone knows you can do how can you put it? A sort of, a stringed message to them. So it will just say, "Hey Heather," um, or "Hey Noor." The people are well aware of this, yeah? So what people want to look at is the actual custom message. Now, that's difficult to do, yeah? But if I showed you a way or a particular message type to send, yeah, which I'm going to show you right now, I might be out of connection limits, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's do something very, very difficult, yeah. And I've tried this method a number of times, and we can go on here and we can just type in. Let's do something very difficult, like a JavaScript developer, yeah. JavaScript, yeah, developer, and we want them to be in London. This is like, if you can find these developers that actually engage with you is number one, yeah. If they're looking for a job, that's up to you to find out, yeah. Number one thing you can do is you're more likely to get someone that's going to say open to new, yeah. You're more likely to get engagement from someone that is actually looking and put on their profile. But then again, a lot of people are going to do that sort of search. So only 1,500 come up in London. Now that's a tiny number. um, so let's say for example this gentleman, we're going to do the client side afterwards. And let's say William, he looks good. Yeah. He's got definitely got the skills, he's got a good CV as well. If I connect with him, is that going to connect? Yeah. He prefers to be followed. I hate this new LinkedIn. It's terrible. Let's go connect. Add a note. So, standard messages. Hi Simon, I've got an opportunity. I have an opportunity. I have a new position. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, it, he just thinks, oh, he sent that to 10,000 people. He hasn't looked at my profile. He doesn't want to get to know me. We are consultants. You have to consult. I mean, this isn't worth it in terms of time. The reason we do it like this is because it saves so much time. However, if you're working very closely with a client and they trust you, yeah, and they're going to pay you £10,000 or £500 per week for Simon to be working there, chances are it's worth putting in a bit of effort. Um, and you're going to do it still in mass. You're still going to message most people just because we need to see he's open for the opportunity. Yeah. So, what would I send to Simon to guarantee 99% he's going to reply to me? Hi Simon. It's very simple. Hi Simon. Could I ask you? Could I be bold and ask a quick question? Yeah, that's it. Could I be bold and ask a quick question? You can There can be variations of this. You could put something like, Simon, quick question. Yeah. So you could just say something, Simon, quick question, quick question. Yeah, quick question. He's going to look at your profile and say, you're a recruiter. I know what you're messaging me about. Yeah? So what happens if Simon comes back to me? And I've done this live on a coaching call, and people have been replying instantly because they see it and they're like, everyone gets notifications on their phone. I don't care. This guy isn't a celebrity. He's not getting 10,000 connection requests. He is looking on his phone and saying, oh, somebody messaged. There's a delay. So there's a 10 to 20-minute delay from me connecting on here to actually getting the notification on his app. Yeah? So in 10, 20 minutes, he's going to see if he's on the phone. If you look at everyone around you, someone is on the phone every, 20 minutes. Like they're looking on their mobile unless they're working. Yeah? So Simon's going to see that, and he's probably going to. The reason it works so powerfully is curiosity. Okay, I think he's going to ask me about a job, but what is he going to look at? So let's say Simon connects and he says, yeah, fantastic. I really, really want to know what you're on about. Yeah. He says, yeah, sure. Ask me a question. What I would say to him is, when you typically look for a new job, what do you do? Do you go to a recruiter, or do you go to a company itself, or do you post a job ad? Yeah. He might say, and he's going to give you an amazing level of insight, and you're asking him. This goes back to a book I read a long time ago. I think it's Make Friends and Influence People, or How to Make Friends and Influence People. If you get people to talk about themselves, they will talk to you all day long. If you get a client to talk about themselves or their company, yeah, I tell you what, if you get a CEO on how he founded the company, that is the most powerful question. How did it all start for you, this journey? Could you tell me a little bit about it? Was it hard? And they love it. Yeah, it was difficult, and I was the one cold calling, and I built this company from scratch. If you noticed, everyone's got a story to tell. Yeah. Oh, how did you become a JavaScript developer, Simon? Yeah. That's the thing that gets people talking. If it's I've got a job for you, it's simple psychology. Like if you say, oh, I've got a job for you, are you interested? Yeah. All they see as you're just trying to make commission. Yeah. You are, but you're still going to go about it the right way. You're going to become a consultant. I message less people with this method. More people come back to me. So let's say Simon says, "Yeah, sure, ask your question," and you say to him, "Yeah, how do you typically look for work?" And he's not going to say, "I'm not interested," because he's not answering the question. Yeah, he may blanketly ignore you. Chances are he's going to reply, "Yeah, I typically apply online." Oh, great. Would you ever consider, could we stay connected and have a chat at some point when you are looking? And believe me, when you start posting jobs on there, there's going to be a time where, yeah, he might say, yeah, actually, I'm open to new opportunities, because you've taken a different approach. Yeah, clients. Let's do the client side, and this is better than a copy and paste message. I'm telling you guys, like I couldn't believe it when I started doing this months and months ago. So let's look at HR manager for London, and let's look at healthcare. It's the same thing. Yeah, literally the same thing. Let's just go for this. I don't know what this company is, but let's just go. Yeah. So it's the connection again. Sandra, could I ask a quick question? Yeah. Send a request. I mean, she's got three connections. This profile doesn't look like it's manned. So, Sandra, can I ask a quick question? Sure, Cads. How can I help? Yeah. Again, she's going to look at your profile. She's going to think, what's he asking? But it's a different approach. She's never got that message before. It's a human approach. It works so powerful. And what you're going to look at with messaging Sandra is, Sandra, I'm just looking at some companies that I've worked with in the past and yourselves. I'm curious to know, how do you pick agencies that you work with? Yeah. Don't assume that she's using an agency. Well, you want to assume she's using an agency. If she says she don't use an agency, oh, that's fine. Yeah. By all means, do it through a voice note if you want. Yeah. It's even more powerful. I don't think you're gonna get as much from a text. Obviously, voice note saying the same thing I've just said works absolutely perfectly. So I think you're best off doing this method if you're gonna start messaging people on LinkedIn. Yeah. You can use Octopus to do this method. There's no reason why. Yeah. In fact, I would recommend it. So if you are going to go about messaging people on LinkedIn, please have a different approach. Yeah. especially with the candidates. You're probably going to be using LinkedIn more so for the candidates, yeah? So what was that gentleman's name? Simon. Well, let's just take this person for example. Let's say we're trying to recruit her, yeah? And or she's a candidate, yeah? I know she's a director of human resources, but I want to look at her profile. And what I tend to do is not sort of trickery, but go back and have a look and say you've had a talk with this company, at Bupa Cromwell Hospital. I see you work at Bupa. I used to have a conversation. I had a conversation with them. They didn't do business with me in the end, but were they a good company to work for? Always ask, are they a good company to work for? I always ask that as well. How was the management there? Are they a good company to work for? Most companies, or most recruiters, try to fish out who the contact is, which is so stupid. You just look like an idiot when you do that. Um, you can just go here and find who the contact is on their profile. That's such an old-fashioned way that just leaves a bad taste in every candidate's mouth, especially the contract market. If you're doing that, you don't know what you're doing and you're making no money. I can guarantee it. So try this way out. When I always publicize some of these methods, it usually goes out and the markets gets full of people doing this, because I have somewhat of a following and an influence, yeah. But I guarantee this works better than everything else. So this is what you need to send out. I'll leave a link in the description if you wanna just copy and paste the message. I'll do it in stage one, stage two, stage three, so you can just copy it. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck. And improving your skills as a recruiter is all I'm after. So all the best. Take care, and we'll speak soon.